all characters in this game are over the age of 18. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers, alternativity in the game? Content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. Okay, so by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Hello everyone, my name is Hunter's World Gaming! Yes! Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus! It came out! Holy shit! I'm so excited. DDLC? What? I had never seen that before! Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, everyone! I have freaking no idea I got into this! Made by both Dan Salvato and Serenity Forge teaming up together. OMG, I can't wait to play it! It's also on Steam. If you have enough money, or if you have the gift card for Steam, it costs $13. You might be able to get that. And also, the free game is also in the Google Drive. The link will be down in the description below, thanks to Cron673. So, with that being said, everyone, let's start. Please enter my name. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is cool! Let's go with Obsidian. Oh no, okay. Obsidian Hunter. No, I just don't want that. It's much like Obsidian Fury from Pacific Rim Uprising. But anyway, I'm just gonna go with Hunter then, because I did that in the previous episodes of the original Doki Doki Literature Club from 2017. So anyway, that being said, let's start. Oh, we got something here. What the fuck? Okay, so we got the history here. Got skip, settings. Okay. Hey, I saw an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again. Also, it's made with a Unity engine as well, but I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like that you were thinking about ignoring me. Oh, your mouth, look at that. Oh, that's mean, Hunter. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But did you wait for me after all? By the way, it's also from Nintendo Switch, PS5 and everything. Pre-order it now if you have already. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commutes. By the way, Hunter, have you decided on the club to join yet? Oh my god. I keep reading everything. God damn it. A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join the club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average. while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Yes. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? And more than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late or to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie, God, what the fuck? Chucky always calls me that. In the previous live stream, he had the cops, the United States of Chuckies. Sayori is vice president of the literature club, yet again! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. After thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Oh my god, you're finally alive after you just died. Committing suicide like a psychopath. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hunter, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She also makes the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? Yes. That's right, that's Monica. Holy shit, I don't know what's gonna happen in the new and improved version of the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. That's right. It's great to see you again, Hunter. Yeah, great to see you again! Oh my god, we first got along. She was a psychopath, trying to take control of my PC. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league, so having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Hunter. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a field desk arranged to form a table. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal the dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious! I agree. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? I made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe, but not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. don't let yourself get imitated. Yuri's just Yuri's just trying to impress you. Okay. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a good leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could probably put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of the new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Hunter, what kinds of things do you like to read? That's the part where it happened with Peace coming. So I had to actually block him millions of times. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. I'm not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the Pacific Rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And tell the good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with Dwayne Johnson. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes turn over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You feel a piece of scrapping paper behind last club meeting. You look like you were working on the poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give me that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it's my favorite moment. Sari slides up behind Natsuki and puts her head on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why do you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Hunter? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What? I'm sorry, I thought. I see them moving down like that. Hunter, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing the poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Oh, okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Hunter, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Aski clean up their food. Hey Hunter, since we're already here, you want to walk home together? That's right. Sari and I never walked home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. Okay, it's time to write the poem. Okay, I already know that. Secretive. Smile. Meager. What the fuck is that? Love. Prayer. Fun. Tears. Eternity. Spinning. Mister. Jumpy. Melody. Time. Sunny. Fireworks. Play. Party. Anime. Dazzle. Ambient. Alright, everyone. Alright. Hi again, Hunter. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Hunter. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of the commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like it deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you told us, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Aski, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops into her seat. Don't worry, guys. A hunter always gives it its best as long as he's having fun. It helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sari, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. Sad so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Hunter can become good friends too? Sayuri? As usual, Sari seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sari made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I was expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. That's so. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out the book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you want it. This is... How was this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, she even picked out the book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I'll look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sari and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already burned in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sari's conversation with Monica. But we're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all of the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of the literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. That's something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sari is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki will love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. And that wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, still need to work out the details of the event itself. I know what's gonna happen. She jump scared me the first time I played the original. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it will be like to see her world through her eyes. Wow, that's a little different. Fuck you! That's different! Different font! Different font! I opened my eyes to find Sari's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Oh my god, why are you so close? You jumped! Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, we're gonna have a last time for anime, You need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayuri. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over you. Sari glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Yeah, I could see what was going on with her hair and bow tie. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie! Fuck the face! What the hell? And you don't even keep your blazer button up. Seriously, Sari? Why do you think you have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who just does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The bottom might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button nearest the closet. Oh my god, everything's gonna look new and improved very soon. Some storylines and all that. Does this thing even fit you properly? It didn't when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sari's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sari hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's so much better. Sari puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that and it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sari. Oh, but I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Hunter, I can't wait to read yours. Yes, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sari trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yes. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sari and Monica enthusiastically put out their poems. Sari's on the wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in the conversation notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Basky and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. What should I... Oh my god, it looks fucking different now. Let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. That's different! Oh my god, look at everything. Everything looks different now. Well, it's about what I expected from someone else, someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. No, not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. So, continue. That looks different! Look at that! Looks different, though. I've already read these poems, so I might be able to skip those. Because I already read those, like, a couple of times. Yeah, I told you that you were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all this sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your image any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Next, Monica. Hi, Hunter. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right. I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have too. Don't worry, Hunter. Well, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But but it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Same here. It makes me think of something Sari will like. Is that so? You and Sari are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sari and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in the different ways, it ends up being more similar than your world, than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, it sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sari's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone was so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's actually unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. I couldn't have been me. Oh, okay, this is different. This is different. This is freaking different now. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that the spackle protrudes a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't okay. You know what? I think I've already read. Okay, stretching forever into ever. Oh wait, hold on. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I think I've already read. Okay, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Okay, I think I've already read that. Everyone. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidying it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's mine? Okay. I'll go with Sari, since she will like it. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Hunter. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sari, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Hunter poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sari hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird, Sari. I'm really happy that just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Hunter. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sari. I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now that you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me a lot of bed. That is different. I didn't see that. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. Okay, Sarah. Oh my god, it has different soundtracks too! That's awesome! Sari, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yes. I didn't mean to say it was that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, Yuri. What's that? Okay, there's my mouse. Okay, now, last one is Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on, okay? And this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. It's that bad. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes, and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the new writers is that they try to make their their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, finding and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with the practice and learning by example. And trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. And Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be the literature club. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. The bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I know it's a cursive. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read the scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about the ghosts at all, Hunter. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm just gonna save it just in case. So, I go right here. Oh, we got the autosave! Where's the autosave? You know what? I'll just... There we go. That's more like it. So anyway, I'm gonna end it for right now. Thank you all so much for watching. That was the first episode of the new popular Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you really enjoyed this episode already, make sure you leave a like for more hype on DDLC Plus. And if you haven't already, make sure you drop the like button, stay 20% cooler, be ready for the real action, guys. We'll see you then very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See ya, Toe! Whoa! 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 Log it! Whoa! 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 Oh, what? Hi, I never seen that! What the fuck? I never seen this! Holy crap, I never seen this! Okay, you know what? And there's actually a load game. Yep, that's right here. As always, I will see you then. Goodbye, everyone!